Okay, so I quickly want to touch base on the point of sale model. So coming to our homepage now, as we can see, it shows us the POS for the four different locations. So it tells us that this is in progress, this is in progress. So we're going to try and start a new session. So the idea is when I come in very early in the morning to start work, once I log in, the first thing I do is I create a new session. So before creating a new session, you have to set an opening balance on your cash drawer. So this is showing 12,700 because of the previous closing balance I had. So say it's a different balance on your cash drawer. You click on set opening balance, which I'm clicking on here. So when you click on that, it gives you this window, this nice looking window where you can put in the amount that is currently in the cash drawer. So there are two ways. You can either put it in by denomination. So say I have 10,000, I put 1,000 naira notes in 10 places, and say I have 3,000, I put 500 naira notes in three places, which gives us 1,500. So that's another way. And another thing is you can do is put in non-denominational notes. You can just say 4,056 or 4,650. Then just put the number as 1 to give you that particular value. So anyways, let's start with 15. So let's say one, I have 200 naira notes, about 15. So that's 14.5. So I'm going to confirm that. So this is going to be our opening balance. So after setting that, all you have to do is open the session, of which it brings you to this summary page where you can see who logged in, you can see the location, you can see the opening balance and the theoretical closing balance. So if we don't make any transactions, that means our theoretical closing balance will be 14.5. So we'll get to explain this closing balance in a bit. So if we were to look downwards, we'll see the summary by payment methods where you have your different payment methods. So I'm going to start by clicking on continue selling to create a session. So it's going to load. Okay, so brings us to our POS interface itself. So they've already been grouped into this set of categories that we can see here. So if I were to click on, say drinks, for instance, it takes you to, it shows you all the possible drinks in that particular category. So say I want to buy this 5 and shawarma, chicken, beef. Then I can also search. So I'm going to try and search for water. As you can see, we have water. Then then another function here is the coupon. So the coupons work only for the customers that have been saved on the system. So if I have a coupon that I created, which is BOGF for the 50% free. So if I click on verify, it's going to tell me to select a customer. So I have to go and select a customer here. And if it's a new customer that is kind of regular, then I click on this button to create. So I just put the name, John, put the email if necessary, the phone number, if available, and street not so important. So I click on this boxy little to save. So I set him as a customer. So now I can apply the coupon BOGOF. So voucher is 50%. Do you want to proceed? Apply. Okay, this coupon is not applicable on the product or the category of set. One I created was specified to a particular category. So this is just my own database. So that's why it's like that. But if you have a coupon, and of course you have to select a customer. Then in cases where you want to manually give a discount, then you click on the percentage, say 50%. So we can see it here that we're a 50% discount. So if I'm going to pay, I'm going to validate that. So we can see the receipts, name, the cashier, the phone, the date, the quantity, the product. So it breaks it down for you in total. You can decide to print the receipt as well if it's connected to maybe a printer, or however. There you can click on print, and then it will take you there. That is happening here. Why? Oh, my computer is taking time. Okay, so of course, anyways, that's how you print. So I can go to my next order, click, click, and if I'm not ready to make payment on this order, I can just click on this additional button here, and it opens a new tab for me. So I can open as much as I want and switch, can take different orders as much as possible, can add more, switch. Then if I want to go on my break and someone wants to come in, I don't have to close this session. All I just have to do is you click on at the top left, you click on that name. So once you click on the name, here it says OLA. So if I click on the name, I can see change cashier. So if I want to change it to this, I have to put this password. If I want to say, yeah, so if I'm going to be changing to a user ID, I need to put in my password so that I can switch my account. So I'm going to go back to my previous user. Yes, so that is how you switch users, and it's basically a straightforward approach. So at the end of the day, we can close and confirm to leave the session. Yeah, so once we close, it brings us to a summary page that shows the information about the session we just closed. So I'm going to click on close here. If I want to resume the same session, I can, but we want to close, so I'll be closing it. Okay, so as we can see, summary by payment method. You can see that our card payment was the only transaction we did. So I'm going to end it by clicking end of session. So now I want you to note something. We did not set our closing balance. You know, when we started, we had an opening balance, that is the amount that was in the cash drawer, but we didn't set our closing balance. That is, we didn't put the amount that was in the cash drawer at the end of the day. So if I try to validate and close this, watch, it says the ending balance is different from theoretical cash. Contact your manager to force it. So only the manager can force this kind of transaction. So at every point in time, at the end of the day, you have to make sure you set your closing balance by what? By clicking on this set closing balance. So how much it should be in a cash drawer? You're going to see 14,500 times 1. Confirm. So we've set our closing balance as what was in the cash drawer. So if it doesn't tally with what is in the cash drawer, it won't validate. Then we can now validate, hopefully. Yes, so that has just validated. So we ended with 14,500. So if I'm going to go back and I want to create uh, a new session, I select new. The balance is the same as our closing balance, so it ensures that everything validates. It ensures that you are right on point with your sales. You are monitoring how sales is being, how the products are being sold, and what have you. So that's kind of the basic of creating a that's kind of the basic of creating and closing a session. Then of course you can look at your orders. So these are all the orders. So I can decide to filter. Let me filter group by the order date. I say today. So today is 19. So this is what we did today. 19. So it's a flexible, or we can group by the salesperson. So we can see what this person did. We can see what this person did. We can see what this person did. So it's a flexible kind of, you can filter as much as you want, add custom filters. You can look at it in a grid view. So, and if you select any one of them, it shows you what and what was sold. As we can see, this product was sold. So that's it about orders. Then of course your customers on the system. Then this just shows all your customers. Then my POS product, it shows all your products that are available currently on the POS. And the vouchers and coupon, your coupon shows the current coupons that we have available. Your coupon history, this shows the coupons that have been applied. So it says this coupon has been applied to this particular customer. So that is kind of the basic about the point of sale. Yeah, you can also view the sales order for a particular location. Yes, so that's all about the basics. Hope it's straightforward.